Alright, hi everybody, it's Bonkai922. Okay. Um Gargantia. Yeah, that one. Gargantia on the Verdurous parent. This one was episode 5. So it'd be episode 5 review. This one was called Calm Day. This one was, cause I know last week I gave it a really high rating. Flew to remembrance, recollection. Say that 5,000 times fast. But this one was a little. I'm still giving this a 4 though, and it's not because of what happened in the episode. It's because this show has a different feeling to it. But you know what? I'll give it a 3.5, but I still say it was really good. I liked how they did this episode. Basically, in this episode, Leto, he can't find any work to do, and basically he's with Amy, and he can't find any work to do, and she's trying to help him get work, and everywhere they go, there's nothing open, there's nothing to be done, and what ends on happening is he goes to this one place he goes to, this guy, a farmer, shoveling. But he gets away from it. And then what ends on happening is there's no wind on the ship. So they decide to cut off all the engines because there's no wind. And this preludes something else, which is a gathering for a party. Yeah, surprisingly. And it's basically Redo, Amy's younger brother, Bevel, and Pinon. And they're basically going to have a party. Now, he actually found work in this episode because they got him to go and to get something. And there was some other things going on in this episode as well. We had Ridget. She was coming out of the ocean through the phone first, asking Amy to help her do something with the sprinkler, and we got some fan service in this one with Amy and the other two girls, her friends, in their swimsuits. Fan service galore in this one. It was funny because Redo, he got in his swimsuit, and I don't know which one it was. The girl who's Amy's friend with the big boobs, she's like, "What a body" to him, and I'm like, I was laughing. That was funny. And they're basically having fun. It was a party, and the problem was they were going to have a grill out, but they couldn't. Peon couldn't start the grill, more or less, and because of that, he decided to tell Redo. He didn't know what to do. He didn't know how to start, so he tells Redo to go get him something, to go see if he can use the robot to cook the grill, the food, the meat. But stupid, that was like the most obscure thing I've ever heard, because it's a robot. And he tried doing it, and he just incinerated the meat. I was like, yo, that was nasty. That was stupid. Bad idea. So he asks Redo to do something else, which is to find go find this item that he's looking for. And he's on his way, and he goes to find it. Redo. And then there was the thing with Amy. She goes to the top of the tower. Now, while on his way to find this place, he bumps into the wrong crowd, Redo. Yeah. transsexuals. Hello, honey. You know, little trannies. They were trannies. Oh, damn. I was like, yo. And they were like, you can work in my place. I'm like, oh my god. And he was running away from them. And then he eventually got to a part where he got to this top of the tower and Amy was there and she grabbed him. You know what? Amy's friends, they're so jealous of her. She's like, oh man. Like one of those parts. Because, you know, that friend was complimenting Reno's nice body. I'm like, what the fuck, man? That was insane. So she helps him, and they get on the top of the tower, which is this sprinkler system that Amy activates, and so on and so forth. And they get Reno to get to the destination he has to go to, and he meets this woman, old woman, at the melding area where they it's like ironwork, you know, blacksmith. That's the word for blacksmith. And she gives him something that he needs, and he comes back with kisses on his face. I guess it's from the transsexuals. I have no idea. And the thing he was getting was basically this sauce for the meat. And you know what they did? Peon did? He got Chambers to lie flat like this, and they put the meat on his body because Chambers, the color of the robot Chambers, is black. So the sun attracts heat and stuff, and they just cooked on him. Wrong way. Don't listen. If you got a robot, do not use it in this way. And he came back, and what was left of it, Amy made him a plate of meat, cooked meat, with that sauce. That was basically what happened. And then we have a scene with them looking at the winds coming in, and they realize everyone has to go back to work, which is kind of funny that that's how it goes. When there's no wind, they can just goof off and shit. But when there's wind, they have to work. I find that not amusing, just intriguing. But this was a good episode. I'm gonna give it a 3.5 only. But I like how each episode in this show intrigues you about Reno's relationships with the other characters, how he performs within this environment. Because, like I said, the best song to play when you consider this show, when beginning this show, even now in this show, is "Stranger in a Strange Land" by Iron Maiden. I think about it because he really is a stranger in a strange land. Doesn't know the full customs of life on this ship, life on Earth. He doesn't know, and it's intriguing to see his reactions and then how he adapts, you know. But this was a good episode. I'm only giving it a 3.5 out of 5. But bit by bit, eventually this is going to conclude. I think this series, what's going to eventually happen is 2 things. One, the aliens that Reno was fighting, where he's from, are going to come to this planet and attack him. Or something else is going to happen. But we'll see. I like this show. I like how, last week's episode and this week's episode was sort of like development. Like development episodes. Like episodes to develop more on Reno. More to the point where he's learning the customs. Learning about last week with the flute and Amy's brother Bevel, to here where he doesn't have any work and then they cheer him up by making this party. So yeah. And to be honest with you, there was the fan service. That was all up in there. Yeah. Wait. Oh, wait, I shouldn't say that because those girls were probably like under 17. But it was some other girls. Ridget and Bellows. They're those two, too. Ridget was something else. She was like the most daring swimsuit I've ever seen. Or whatever. But some fan service in this episode. Some interesting things happening here and there. Even though it was like it's the episode stated, calm day. It's a calm day. But yeah, and that's pretty much what happened. So it was a good episode. I like how they are developing this show where it is. They're developing Redo and his character. You know what I mean? That's why I feel like it is. They're developing him to a certain point, and I like it. I like it. I like how this show is going forward. So, yeah. But yeah, and that's all I got for you guys. So yeah, this is Bonkai 922. I'll see you guys later. Man, the fan service was strong in this one. The thirst was strong, especially Amy's friends. That one friend with the big boobs. But a good episode. See you guys later.